Okay, just sold Old Blue. There it goes. Heading down the road. Good old truck. Off to my next project. Hello again. I sold Old Blue this weekend, so that's good news. I'm gonna head out to the garage, and I just realized, well, maybe I brought it out here. I went to the auto parts store and bought some parts for this old green machine. I need some ideas on what I should nickname this thing, so tell me what I should nickname this thing. Anyway, sold Old Blue, and you might be wondering, why in the world would I sell Old Blue and then turn around and buy another one? Well, I really didn't have any intentions on buying another truck right now. I was going to sell Old Blue, and then I was going to go back to the Ranger and work on the Ranger, and then there's a couple other projects here in the garage that I thought I'd tackle. And so I prepared and put Old Blue up for sale, and then as I was looking to see what the market is for these trucks and how much they are going for, I saw this on the classifieds and thought, yeah, I'm gonna go look at it. So I really didn't have any intentions on buying a new truck, but it was calling my name, so that's why it's here. So I went to the auto start parts store and bought some things. In this video, I want to clean up the wiring in the engine bay, make sure that the wire going to the coil is correct and not broken in 3 places. And then I want to make sure all the lights are working and knock out some of these dents in some of this aluminum on the headlight, whatchamacallits, headlight bezels, something like that. So anyway, let's go do that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this. This is the wire that's exposed in 3 or 4 places that goes to the coil. So I've cut the wire, and it's just a small little guy going to the coil. And then I noticed there's another whole wire assembly back here that has a thicker red wire. I don't know what that whole assembly's for, but I might check that one. Anyway, I'm going to clean these up, and then on the lights, I've taken the lights out, taken the bezels off. They were really dented, and I'm trying to make sure the front lights and the marker lights all work, front and rear. Let's tackle this wiring first. Well, I got the wire changed, and I've been letting it just sit out there and idle, and now it's making a weird sound. Here, I'll show you what it is. I don't know if that's a water pump or what that is. The fan hitting the radiator. Yeah, it's the fan hitting the radiator. I just pulled it back and that took care of it. Okay, I'm pulling it back right here. Okay, I better take a look at that. Another night. Well, it's another Saturday morning, and I thought I'd look into what's causing this fan to make that noise. I noticed a couple things. Right here, let's see if we can get a better look. That fan shroud, plastic fan shroud is broken right there, and I'm wondering if that fan is hitting it. And also I noticed, I don't know if this is supposed to be like this, if I move this fan up and down, it moves. That whole pulley. I don't think Old Blue did that. I don't have Old Blue, sold it, so can't really test on Old Blue. Upon further inspection, I bet that's what it's doing, because watch this. I can pull this fan. I know the lighting's not very good. I can pull this fan, plastic fan shroud, out, back and forth a good ways. So that's what's happening. It's being sucked into the fan. That's what's happening. Okay, quick update on the fan. I tried to plastic weld this, but it wouldn't work. So I drilled a hole and put a zip tie. See how I put a zip tie in there? And I did the same thing over here. And I bent that little brace right there up a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't get sucked out as much. I tried to plastic weld like that. Plastic weld that, like I said, and it wasn't having it. I don't know what that's made out of, but back when plastic was made tough, my Harbor Freight plastic welder wouldn't touch it. Nothing wouldn't touch it. Also, an update on the wiring back here. I cleaned that wiring up a little bit, put some wire looms. I got wires coming out all over. Got this wire and some other wires, and wires over here that I don't know where they go. They're cut off. So I don't know what that was for. But I've cleaned that up, so that's good. And while I was at AutoZone, I bought a carburetor rebuild kit in a can. So I'm gonna squirt some of this down and clean up that carb. We all know that I need to pull that carb off and rebuild it. And I do have a rebuild kit. I just don't feel like pulling it off today. I want to test one thing at a time, make sure things are working well first. So let's test on this wire and this radiator fan shroud and see how she works today. It's cold outside. It was 19 when I came out earlier, but it's warmed up to like 34 maybe. So let's give her a shot. Oh, I went to get a drink of my Mountain Dew. Yeah, I kicked it all over the floor. Dang it. I just went to the gas station and got that. Now how am I going to keep going all day? Well, that rag is soaking it up, or that used to be a bath towel. I stole it out of the house. Well, I have been tuning on her a little bit, adjusting the timing. I'm down to about 8 degrees. I was running about 12, but I've been tinkering with it. Carb needs to be rebuilt, but hopefully we'll get this timing set too. I was gonna take it for a drive, but the gas gauge is not registering. Am I out of gas, or is it just not registering? I'll show you. Alrighty, let's see, you tell me if it moves at all. Well, maybe it's moving. Ooh, it's moving a little bit. Maybe I'm out of gas. I don't know if it's moving, but I started it up. Sounds better and better every time we work on it. I think I better pour some lawnmower gas in here, and I think I have some for the lawnmower. I better pour this in before we take it for a drive. Okay, I found some gas. I think this was from taking the side-by-side for a test. We'll throw some in here, see what she does. If it's drinking that much gas, just test running it. Holy cow, this is gonna be a gas guzzler. And I'm leaking gas all over me. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's see if it registers now. Come on, baby, register. Let's turn on the key. Well, crap. It's not registering at all. Oh. Huh. Well, I'll have to check and see if it's a fuse or the float. But that's no bueno. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What just happened? That doesn't want to turn over. Great. Well, it couldn't be the battery cable's barely sitting on there, is it? No, it's on there. Nothing strapping the battery down. That's no big deal though. That's interesting. Okay, let's hook a jumper pack up to it. See what that does. Always something. No. Well, that's not a good sign. Huh. What did I do? What if I wiggle these wires around? That wire goes back to the starter, comes up here, but let's check to see if I'm getting power to the fan. Okay, we're getting power. Oh, I was getting power over there because I saw that light come on. Nothing. Okay, that wire, that light, not supposed to come on. It's supposed to be controlled by the brake, but it came on a second. So I got a bad wire somewhere. This always works. You just wiggle some wires around. There's the positive. The positive goes to everything. Okay, I think I found the problem. It's this ground wire. I moved this ground wire, which is grounded to the block, around, and then things came on. The fan came on inside. So, like always, drop my battery. So I'm going to pull this ground wire up, kind of just there, see if it'll start. I gotta get some flashlights that put out some light and don't fall down every time. Okay, let's see. Okay, the fan's on, light's on. Okay, that's a good side. Okay, that ground wire, we gotta fix that. Do I dare take it for a drive? Yeah, let's take it for a drive. Let's pull that choke out, idle it up a little bit. Before I take it for a drive, I better put in a new 1156 bulb and see if that thing works so I can put on this cover. Okay, that's in there. Let's see if it works. Okay, well, I have the lights on. So I have two tail lights. I've got the right turn signal on too. It's not doing anything. So it's not the bulb. Let's see what we got going on up front. Ooh, we got turn signal. Got a turn signal and the bulb burnt out. So I know that bulb's burnt because I swapped them. So that bulb's burned out and the turn signals aren't working in the back. Don't know what that is yet, but we'll have to fix that. I bought bulbs thinking that was it, but it might not be. It might be wiring because this bed's been off. Huh. We'll look at that in a bit. Okay, here's what I've learned. This truck likes 8 degrees timing way better than 12 or 14. also have learned the defrost doesn't work so well. It's not really defrogging the windows very well, even though it's boiling hot in here. Probably only hot because I have my coat and hoodie and stuff, but this is like an 8 degrees timing, way better. So this is getting better every time we tinker on this thing. It's running better and better and better. So far today, well, within the last few days, we've put a different wire on, we've cleaned up the wiring, checked with some lights. I think I fixed the fan shroud, not 100% sure. Yeah, it's really fogging up in here. That's interesting. And we found the bad ground wire. So I'm going to spin around the block and take it on home and look at my list of things I need to do, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. It drags when I turn it over, so I am adjusting the timing based upon that. So it's no longer at 8. Let's see what it's doing now. Ooh, that's better.